When you have an emergency, what numbers should you dial and what questions should you be prepared to answer? If you said 911, then you were right. But what about the questions? Brett Deerking and Quinn Bailey are here from NorthStar EMS to talk about a new program being introduced into the 911 dispatch process. Guys, thank you so much for being with us today.
Well, thanks, Danny. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir. Did I say your first name right?
Yes, Quinn.
All right, super. Just making sure. All right. Well, Brent, what's going on?
Well, last year when the city of Tuscaloosa awarded NorthStar EMS the contract for being the ambulance service for the city, we made a commitment to work with the city to upgrade our process in managing emergency calls. So we've implemented a new system in our dispatch center called Medical Priority Dispatch. And over the last several months, we've trained all of our 911 dispatchers to a systematic approach to obtaining information to make sure that we respond the correct resources in the event of an emergency.
Here's a look at your dispatch center right here, correct?
That's right. So I brought Quinn along. Quinn's one of our emergency medical dispatchers, and we wanted to talk a little bit about what questions the callers to 911 should be prepared to answer.
There we go. All right, Quinn, I'm calling 911. We'll go ahead and let's role play. 911, 911.
Well, one of the first questions we're going to ask you is, what's the address of your emergency?
901 University Boulevard.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, what phone number are you calling me from in case we get disconnected?
3487,000.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
Tony looked at me in a very funny way, and I hurt myself laughing.
All right. Well, you're obviously the patient in this particular case, so I'm not going to ask the next question, which is, are you with the patient now? That'll make sure we can make direct contact with the patient.
All right, super. Yeah, I'm with the patient, so we can talk.
My next question is going to be, how old are you?
I'd really rather not say. But we need to be prepared to say that, right?
Right.
Don't take offense to it.
You're talking to me now, so the next question is going to be, so I don't have to ask, are you awake or are you breathing? Because you're talking to me, so that's obvious.
Yes to both.
So by then, I've been able to determine what your emergency is, and I've got the ambulance unit started in your direction. Now I'm going to continue asking you questions based on what more information you give me. So you might tell me that you might have laughed so hard that you hurt yourself, but it could have been that you hurt yourself because you've fallen. So my dispatcher, myself, is going to change to my fall card on our MPDS system, and we're going to continue asking you questions based on that so we can evaluate our level of response, because not every emergency in Tuscaloosa requires a red lights and sirens response, which is all the sirens, everybody, fire trucks, rescue trucks, and ambulance, because responding to every emergency in Tuscaloosa like that can present a danger to our crews and the surrounding public.
And when you say you're going to move your fall card, now that's what these are, correct?
This is the physical card system that we use. At NorthStar, in our dispatch center, we use a computerized system version of this. So it's very streamlined, it's very efficient, and we just click a button when you answer our questions. It allows us to continue on through the system.
And this is more of the show and tell.
Yes, this is more of a show and tell, or in the event our systems go down, or if we have a hard line failure, power loss. This way this is so we can always maintain this standard. This is a nationally accredited standard that we strive to maintain.
All right, there we go. And really quickly, I don't know if we got an opportunity to put the questions up there for the folks at home to see, but it's very serious. I was kidding around, but we may have a graphic. I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. There are your questions right there. And if you want to hit them one more time for the folks at home, what's the location of your emergency?
That's a very important question, because that allows us to get the ambulance out to you. What is your phone number? Tell me what happened, and are you with the patient?
There you go. Those four things.
Those are the four main questions.
All right. Anything else you guys would like for the folks at home to know about?
Well, just as a final note, don't be concerned with the questions that are being asked. Those are really designed for us to help you provide care to the patient, because in essence, the person who dials 911 can be the first responder. So we'll help walk them through what to do until the emergency teams arrive on the scene. So when those first questions are asked, just be assured the ambulance is on the way.
Super. And if you do ask for an aid, you're asking for it for a good reason.
Yes, I am.
Right. All right, super. Maybe hopefully your callers will be more cooperative than I was. If you've got an emergency, pick up the phone and dial 911. Be prepared to answer those questions. For more information, call NorthStar EMS at 205-345-0911. Find out more online at northstarems.com.